G'day guys, Leigh Diprose here for F-Stop Lounge. Today I'm here just to introduce myself. I've been sort of putting off this video for a while, but I just really wanted to, considering it's the first video on F-Stop Lounge, the YouTube channel, I wanted to introduce myself officially and say who I am, where I've come from and what F-Stop Lounge is about. So, first of all, I was born and raised in Western Australia, and I'm an identical twin. So if you see someone looking like me walking around, it's probably not me. No kidding. I am an identical twin, by the way. So I've had a photography passion all my life. So I've been in the imaging industry for 14 years now, which is quite a long time. And during that time, I met some great people. You know, I've worked in 9 camera stores over the time, and many of those I've sort of managed. But I suppose during that time of working in retail, I was actually encouraged to go and apply for a job with Fujifilm. Maybe they just wanted to get rid of me. No, I'm kidding. I put in my application for Fujifilm Australia as an area business manager, and I got the job, which was fantastic. The guys in Western Australia are brilliant, and I really enjoyed working there. I mean, I got to travel, I got to take photos, meet some fantastic people, and you know, talk about cameras all day. It's a fantastic job. So, I mean, it was a great time, and like all good things, they had to come to an end. And it was actually funny. On my birthday in 2011, I was told to come into the office, and I was made redundant. My job was made redundant. It was no longer needed. And I was just like, oh, okay, just like that, I lost everything. And it was a hard time, don't get me wrong, but I had to adjust, and I looked at the sort of situation in a positive light. And it's only when you look at sort of things in life in a positive light that you get something rewarding out of it. And I decided that, you know, the week before, a colleague had told me, you know, Leigh, you should probably check out the social media space. And you know what? That was great advice, and I did, and I haven't looked back. As soon as I was made redundant, I sort of jumped on social media and reached out to a lot of people. I never sort of had that sort of social connection with people, and just jumped on board, and I never looked back. I'm still doing it now, and that's how F-Stop Lounge was sort of founded. But going back to being made redundant and going to social media, I worked in retail for another year, working in as a manager in a camera store in Fremantle. Thoroughly enjoyed that, but I decided that retail wasn't for me. I wanted to get back into wholesale and something to do with social media. So I decided to move across the country to Sydney, where I was hoping to get a job. And it was a big decision at the time, but I think it was the right one, because actually the Melbourne office, which is located near Sydney, 10 hours drive, rang me and said, hey, we've got a spot, you know, for an area business manager, and we like the stuff that you're doing online. Do you want to come and work for us again? I'm like, yeah, okay. And it was the best job. So now I'm in Melbourne, and it's fantastic. I'm an area business manager, but I also handle Fujifilm social media as well. So on YouTube, Google+, LinkedIn, some of Facebook and Twitter as well, and now Instagram. So you'll see me on there as well. So I suppose because I looked at my redundancy as a positive step, I was able to maintain the relationship I had with Fujifilm and actually just engage with the people here in the Sydney office, the Melbourne office, and also the Perth office to try and work my way back. And, you know, I've done that, which, you know, I'm very thankful for the opportunities that I've been given by everyone here on Google+ and YouTube and the rest of it. So how did F-Stop Lounge sort of start out of all of this? Well, it's one of those things that Google+ brings photographers together, it brings people together. Not so much your friends, but actually people who share the same interest, who become your friends. And that was the same sort of case with Google+ for me. You know, I was sitting at home at night, and I remember it was quite late at night, and I was like, oh, what's this Hangouts thing? It had just been launched, and I was like, you know, do I really want to share my video and talk to other people? And I thought, you know, it's actually probably a good thing. I wanted to connect with people and, you know, be a bit more social in my life. So clicked the button, and who popped up? It was Justin Hill. And many people know Justin Hill online. He's a fantastic photographer, great mate, and I thank you very much, Justin, for engaging with me, because you made me jump online and stay there as well on Google+, and it's my main network and I love it. Also to Lord Parker as well, you are the man. You jumped on Hangouts as well, and we're just talking about photography in England and Australia and all those sorts of things. But my network sort of branched out from there, and I really got to engage with a lot of photographers on Google+, and that's how I met Andre, my co-founder on F-Stop Lounge. And we decided through conversation that, we're chatting about photography every day, why don't we just make a site? So we did. And a lot of our friends jumped on the site as well as contributors. And to this very day, they're still contributing work. And I thank them so much for it. And we really wanted to create F-Stop Lounge as a platform for people like my friends and other photographers around the world to actually spread their own voice. So they can post content on F-Stop Lounge, and they can reach a broader audience that way because it's more central. It just made sense. And now I'm here today introducing myself, because we're expanding out onto YouTube. So that's a very positive thing. We've got a couple of YouTube contributors who have joined us, and we're looking to expand again in the future. So there's some really good opportunities for F-Stop Lounge. If you're interested, get in contact with me. Otherwise, I hope to bring you in the next year, and obviously onwards, more YouTube videos about photography, so you'll see my face a little bit more. Hopefully I won't be so nervous in front of the camera. You'll see Google Hangouts. I want to have a regular Hangout sort of section, especially we've run a community called the Google Plus Photographers Community, and it's just growing every day. I think we're over, 40,000 followers on that, so it's fantastic. Post your photos on there, but we really want to engage with that community and bring them on board with F-Stop Lounge as well. And there'll be some other massive stuff sort of happening in Australia as well, which I can't really talk about, but very, very exciting. So I really hope to bring you some more content, and thanks very much for engaging with F-Stop Lounge and listening to me speak, because I do rabbit on quite a lot. Apologies in advance, but I hope to see you next time. Cheers.